Our headlines for you today. More disruption for patients as junior doctors in England become the latest NHS staff to vote to strike in another row with the government over pay.
President Biden touches down in Poland for further talks about the threat posed by Russia after his surprise visit to Ukraine.
2 new earthquakes hit Turkey and Syria, leaving hundreds injured. Rescue workers are once again searching for people trapped under rubble.
Good morning. Energy bills will rise again, with government help set to end households face a 20% increase in costs in April. I'll look at what that could mean for you.
In sport, what does the future hold for Liverpool, with the club's owners insisting it's not for sale on the eve of their crucial Champions League tie with Real Madrid?
From April, women in England who use hormone replacement therapy, HRT, to ease menopause symptoms will be able to access cheaper treatment. It's thought a government scheme where one payment means you can access a year's worth of HRT prescriptions, potentially saving hundreds of pounds.
Now, how do you fancy doing fewer hours at work for exactly the same pay? That sounds pretty good.
Everyone in the country puts their hand up.
Yes, thousands of Brits have been doing just that. It's part of what's thought to be the world's biggest trial of a 4-day week.
Yeah, this has been a 6-month pilot scheme. More than 9 in 10 of the businesses that took part said they're going to continue with it. They're going to stick with this new working pattern, saying their staff seem to be healthier and happier. So tell the boss that when you get to work this morning.
Should have really run that on a Friday. Mind you, not everyone does Monday to Thursday. You could maybe pick your days.
Yeah, exactly. Ultra flexible. This morning's papers, shall we? And The Guardian carries a full-page photo there of Ukraine's President Zelensky meeting Joe Biden during the US president's surprise visit to Kyiv yesterday. This is part of history, is the headline, with the paper saying that the visit had raised spirits in Ukraine.
Well, the Daily Telegraph has an image of the two leaders embracing, but its main story is on comments made by former Prime Ministers Liz Truss and Boris Johnson, who are both urging their successor Rishi Sunak to send fighter jets to Ukraine.
The Sun this morning leads with the formal identification of Nicola Bulley, a story that dominates many of the front pages, the paper's headline. You can rest now. Nikki reflects a tribute that was read out from her family, which the paper describes as poignant.
And on the BBC News website, here's a familiar face, everyone. Oh, Dan Walker, our Dan, was injured after he was in collision with a car while he was cycling yesterday. Now, he's OK. He tweeted photos with the message he's glad to be alive. And later on, he confirmed he'd obviously been checked out, had amazing help from ambulance service and from the NHS, and he is now home resting. He's OK.
It sounds like he was out cold for 20 minutes or so, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, really scary.
Get well soon, Dan.
Yeah, morning's front pages now. We'll start with the front page of the Financial Times, which reports on President Biden's visit to Kyiv yesterday, in which he pledged America's unwavering support. The Daily Telegraph covers Johnson and Truss urging Rishi Sunak to send fighter jets to Ukraine. The Eye reports on the Nicola Bulley case and her family's criticism of the way it was covered by the media. The Express quotes from the Nicola Bulley's family statement saying, "Nikki, we can now let you rest." Well, The Sun carries a similar headline, as does the Daily Mail. And The Mirror leads with the family's description, "She was the centre of our world." The Metro covers the announcement of a 72-hour strike by junior doctors in March. And The Guardian reports on what are described as catastrophic failings in a policing firearms unit, which contributed to a mass shooting in Plymouth. While The Times, as Murray was telling us, has Rishi Sunak being warned that any deal on the Northern Ireland Brexit protocol could lead to resignations. And The Star covers changes being made to some of Roald Dahl's classic children's books. Now, if you want to see those front pages again and read the stories attached, scan the QR code that you see on your screen.